Hello there everybody and welcome back to Orwell episode 5, going into the final episode. Everything is coming together. Symes has been exposed as being a government employee working on Orwell. Orwell's purpose has been exposed to the media. And before we start, I have a small prediction, and that is that Harrison O'Donnell is actually Gunther Arendt, or Goldfels as we know him. Reason for this is the fact that he had access to the Thought website after Goldfels disappeared. One thing I'm very curious about is who will be replacing Symes, because I don't think he'll be coming back this coming episode. Other than that, nothing much to say, so let's get started. Episode 5, Under the Spreading Chestnut Tree. Well, I can't do anything. Hang on. Catherine Delacroix, the Minister of Security. Good morning, investigator. Since you have the most powerful investigative tool at your disposal, I suspect you already know who I am. You, on the other hand, have been a hard-working investigator so far. You have proved Orwell is working as intended. I will be your advisor on this case. This has become far too important to leave the case to the advisor with an exposed identity. Symes is well, but no longer fit to work on Orwell. Moving forward, we will not speak about him again. As far as you're concerned, he never existed. Does this mean the government removed him, as in killed him? Because this is kind of harsh, don't you think? With yesterday's so-called revelation about Orwell sympathizers, this terrorist group has taken to the streets. We need to show all of the nation Orwell is keeping them safe. We won't allow some fools to trample on everything we have achieved. We must get rid of the imposters. Whoops. Escape apparently pulls you out of it. Right. This is a horrible way to start a Let's Play. So we are investigating the person who impersonated Gunther Arendt. So it's with that and to look for hideouts. Let's just keep going. House of exposed government employee vandalized. Thank God it's only vandalized. If it were more, then we would be in deep shit. Benjamin C. has been doxxed. Yeah, we got that. Let's see, next one. Anti-Orwell protests. Chaos. Negotiations in Triflith renewed. The thought must gather once again. Oh, wow. A gathering. We know Abraham Goldfels is dead, so someone must be impersonating him. This is as clear as a crystal. We must act swiftly and collect as much evidence as possible before this gathering commences. Thought is certainly up to no good. As you know, processing data chunks is time consuming. I would say we have time for roughly 20 data chunks. Be considerate. Oh shit. So I called Purse asking for you, and she told me you were at the Cyber Cafe Chestnut yesterday evening. Said you stormed in and then furiously wrote on something on your PC, probably this outrage blog post the news speaks of. And then stormed back out the door, only to meet whom? Juliet. You and me were done. This one might be important. We only have 20 data chunks which we can do. Alright. So the email went out to everyone. Alright, we need to keep it succinct. Marka, don't care about it. He was there yesterday. Do we have anything new here? Let's see, no new data chunks? Nope, none whatsoever. Alright. Harrison was there yesterday evening, so he frequents the Chestnut Cafe. This is where Harrison O'Donnell did his dirty work, probably thinking we would not be able to track him down. We will track him down. Good. I've gone through the information we have on the remaining suspects regarding the impersonation of Abraham Goldfels. We have received information from a reliable source that he's probably the leader of Thought. He predicts that the bombings, this alone makes him suspicious. We have no idea why he hit the post on the Thought blog and his timeline. We are yet to clearly identify why he would frequenting a drugstore so often. Survival supplies, perhaps. Why would he have 2 health insurance, since it is apparent that Harrison Donald might well be part of the bombings. He's probably the one impersonating Goldfels. I want you to prove this and lock him up for good. So, the game telling me what's going on is making me suspicious of it. Very suspicious. Maybe it isn't him, because the game is telling me it is him. Oh, I've got a scroll. The internet is like a chestnut tree, ever-growing, branching, spreading. Everyone has the right to dwell or relax in its shadows, and we make sure you get it right. Get you right. Sure, whatever. High scores. Hancock. So that's him. Robot Lady, Multivac, Jagged White, The Net, Devnull, Honeypot. Hosts. Persephone? Not counting active hosts. Alright. Ahmed, Rattlesnake, Marka, Wicked Witch. Honorable hosts, former admin. This one might be interesting. She doesn't have anything else. Former admin. Not as relevant, and I'm not processing this data chunk as being important. I don't care about the portrait. I want his PC. As you may or may not have heard, I've been affiliated with a group called Thought, and in the past I thought I might as well blow that right into your face before some data miner does and claims shit. Yeah, let them claim shit if they love worthless shit all that much. As you may or not have heard, the TNA office is a bunch of cocksuckers. TNO ideas document. System browser history. So he searched for Benjamin Costigan. We've got his phone. At least I hope it's his. Personal fan stuff. Juliet Kerrington and Juliet aka Dixon. This was on April 12. For your support on my blog post for The Thought, I have the feeling Nina does not really like me. That's weird, because she was calling you when she was getting arrested. I might pick that one, but first let's keep looking. Don't care. Life Trust Family Plus Insurance, March. Covering family members. Weird, but still, I don't give a shit. I'm sorry, If the computer goes offline, then I have nothing. So... aka Dixon, why would you call yourself Dixon? First of all, I want your emails. Secondly, I'm adding that alias. Right. It's a very weird one. Listener. Where the hell are you? Why did you leave Apes? Our plan was to hide somewhere until we're no longer public enemy number one. Yes, that was before I found out what you did. Is she talking about the article? You expose a government employee, take a close look at what happened. They're after us now for sure. Was that necessary? Look at the DNB. There will be a public outcry. This tiny crowd with their banners won't stop a thing. We'll be gone forever once they get us. This is why I had to leave. Did you get Abraham's mill? Yeah, that was crazy. I know all of a sudden he is back and he has a plan. I wonder. Of course, don't hide anywhere you've been in the last 24 hours. You will do that. My damn phone is gone. Just like you disappeared this morning. Have you seen it by any chance? No, I've not seen your phone. Why would she have access to his phone? Doesn't send a signal, probably out of battery. Whatever. I'll go without it until the gathering. Weird. A night to remember. Dixon. Our protest at Stelligan was a lively gathering of open-minded people, students. Harrison and Nina left the planning of the event to me. Me, who had never done such a thing close to this before, scary task, went off without a hitch. Juliet, I don't offend you, you're new and you did a good job, but this simply isn't enough. It's not that relevant. I've got only 15 data chunks remaining. I don't care if she was the one who planned it. At least not right now. Wait. Last login, December 2016. So there's more information here. Former admin, not relevant. There are more links on this page. Somewhere. Dixon is not in here, so that's no Juliet. Hosts. Persephone. She did plan something, so she could still be the bomber. His phone is gone. Is hiding somewhere she has not stayed before in the last 24 hours. I'm going to add that one. I need something which progresses the story. A useful hint: if you encounter any hints to hideout locations, be sure to validate them by checking where they have stayed before first. So something happened. Initiate. Knock knock. Oh, they don't know each other yet, apparently. She must have heard about it from Harrison, yeah. There we go. He wants to know what happened to Thought. These bombings have been ringing in my head. And I just don't know. Was this Thought's work? Was it a gov setup? Well, exposing ourselves wasn't a good idea. You helped to dox this caustic, and Harrison told me you wouldn't want to assist us. Can you do that again? What you did? Nope. So it doesn't help. The data chunk won't help us at all. And they're going to track me down for sure. Barely got out the last time. I need more intel on this thing first. At the moment I don't see a way. So what are you doing? No, you don't know yet. Abraham Goldfeld sent us a message. And he says he has a plan. You know him, kinda? Where from? Coincidence? Hang on, where is this going? Look, if you know Abraham, why don't you attend his gathering? Thanks, but no thanks. It's funny. It's very, very funny. Sounds like a trap to me. You shouldn't attend either. I'm pretty positive it's not. Email sounded authentic, but have it your way. So, everyone got an email, except Initiate. And no one has heard of Initiate. Harrison even tried to invite him. And Initiate is claiming to be a member of Thought. Or has claimed to be in the past. It might unravel at the seams, but she's a planner, a schemer, and what she does well. I think the value of her event planning is better than Initiate's data chunk. But it didn't trigger anything, which is shit. Here it is. Ah, that's triggered. This Initiate is a nuisance. He must reveal his true identity. This might shed some light on his motives. You're telling me to do a lot of things. Problem is, I can't do everything. Oh, right, we've got his phone. But he said he lost it. I won't be coming home today. $16. He might live with his mother, but that might help with his whereabouts. I'm not going to waste data chunks on portraits, I'm sorry. This is Juliet. Only 2 pictures, right. Contacts, now we'll know. Jules. Cassie. I don't know if her phone number is very exciting at this point. Might be a red herring, but... half our time is up, stay diligent. Okay. Oh, she's calling Victor Rosen. Interesting. Kerrington. Juliet, Victor here. I just talked to Maria. Why are you not at work? I sent a sick note, didn't you? No, you did not. You were here the entire weekend. That's what the tracker says, but no one authorized you to do so. Now that you're meant to be here, you are not. Also, SB8 does not belong to the company. So we've got more stuff. Oh, here we go. So he is Abraham Goldfels. He has written as Abraham Goldfels. All relevant locations where he might be hiding in his profile so we can make an arrest. This is a possible hideout. The old place. Do we know of an old place? I'm just gonna upload them all. He's calling Cassandra. Oh wait, it's Cassandra calling him. Interesting. What's going on? He must have had a hand in this for sure. Yeah, probably. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to pick you up. You sure you don't have to work? Work and wait. That's sweet. Please don't let her die right now or something like in a car accident. That would be ridiculous. Alright. Not alone with my class. Alright. That's a nice achievement. Anything else interesting? More trash. Greetings from Copacabana. Alright. Assay draft documents, system, browser history. Nothing new there. Oh, wait. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Let's see. Poor choice to follow this Abraham creep just because he worked at Rosenthal. That's weird. So home phone number. I will be adding that one actually, which will cost me quite dearly. What do you expect to happen on this phone line? Oh, well, sorry. So we've got this. 22 Portobello Road, Malloy Court, Stalligan Eve. Portobello Road, Stalligan Avenue. Portobello Road is 22 Portobello Road is a suspicious one. So Avenue 1159. Penn Street 16. Penn Street 16, 9BT. That's the same one. Orchard Drive. And Malloy Court. Those are the ones they're not sharing. I think that might be hers. With Harrison. That would be his. Now there are two which they are sharing, which I don't know which one is which. So let's see. Gallery. I don't care about the portrait. He worked at Rosenthal. Might get his personnel file. Might. Yeah, one related document. You're not supposed to follow Abraham Goldfell's. He is dead. You're wasting precious time. And yet I'm unlocking documents. Whoa. Yeah, so Demerger. But we already knew he worked there. Not there, but on that project. You were here the entire weekend. No one authorized you to do so. Don't care. This is so tense. Oh, wait, what's going on? And I need to apologize you for remaining silent for such a long time. I've been working out a plan in hiding. Today I need to call upon your help to make it happen. I'm aware of your capabilities. You need to stop trying to tear down walls, instead Instead, shifting to running through open doors. Here's where to find one. I need to... this is so difficult. So they're gonna try and attack Orwell again. It's almost 4 PM. One more upload. Shit. On one hand, I want to know what Abraham was doing. On the other hand, I want to catch... I want to catch Harrison or Juliet. So I will be adding one more location. I don't know what these places are though. This one is so out of the way, I think that might be where he is. If they go all places, then they might find either him or Juliet. It's a difficult one. It's 4 PM. I'm getting intervention teams ready, check all the locations. Hacks. Yep. We've been hacked. I don't think I can do anything, can I? I think this is Initiate stepping through. Hello, you. Are you going to talk to me? That would be amazing. Oh, they're faking it. I swear to God, they're faking it. It's just very difficult to see what's true and what's not. What? Group conversation, that's weird. Interesting. These are all the members of Thought, aren't they? Yeah, Nina's missing, of course, but they've got Initiate's number. That's completely unintended, yeah. Sent an IP address. Oh, that's like my IP address, so they hack me to get into Orwell. Oh, I see. He worked on it. He made parts of it. That's demure. It's probably French for something. I don't know what it is. I should look it up while this is playing. Quick look at this file. He's actually dead. Let's see. So who sent him the IP address? Symes? Did Symes have a change of heart? Ah, there we are. I sold you and you sold me under the chestnut tree. That's why she went to Rosen. If you read the book 1984, KERRINGTON, spelled differently, is a secret agent of the government. And in this case, she's also a traitor, again. Or at least traitor-ish. Oh wow. Thought needed to be destroyed, that was the whole point of its formation. Instead of seeking me out and arresting me, Orwell labeled all of you target person and investigated you all, screwed up your lives. People need to see how fucked up Orwell is. It's not protection, it's invasion and manipulative doom for everyone. No one is innocent, everyone is a suspect. Abe wanted to make the world stand up against things like Orwell. He knew how dangerous the project was. That's why he worked on it. See? The mirror, or whatever it is. I can't click things, can I? I can't even scroll. It's on autoplay. He was afraid, he thought nothing would ever change if he did. Can you blame him? He told me everything, and only me. Because you were his favorite? Oh, wow. Even Cassandra is getting on her high horse. All those poor people who suffered at your hand. I still don't get it. Why draw all of this attention to thought? You didn't convince anyone by your actions. Why this gathering? Why let me hack Orwell? I just needed to convince one person how faulty Orwell was. Costigan, yes. The guy Harry leaked information about was the man on the inside, only an advisor. The person who has really been spying on you is still around. The person who actually went through your stuff passed on data. The one listening now, the investigator. That's right, I'm talking to you. I know you had to be around when everyone came together. You had to be listening. Initiative was just a windfall, a chance to make sure you'd not immediately go up against us. Investigator, I have a question for you. Now that you saw Orwell firsthand, do you really think that this system will help anyone? Do you think the government would not spy on you as well? Do you think you were outside this system? Think again. They evaluated even you. Abe knew that. He saw the madness. They evaluated you. Even you, the investigators. You can. Stop this. Remember you became recruited for being outside the system, outside the nation? What if we show people what they store about you, that even you are not outside the system, that no one is outside the system? All you need to do, investigator, is upload the data they have on you, incriminating yourself. The government will come after him, that's exactly the point. This evaluation is supposed to be a safety net so that no one misuses Orwell. Acting on evidence is mandatory. If the investigator incriminates himself, they will be forced to prosecute them and reveal this evidence that the investigators are actually being spied on as well, publicly. Oh, wow. We have an alternative. Oh, yes, Catherine is in the system, and I could be linked into it through Symes. Hurting Delacroix won't happen, she's just gonna get replaced. This isn't the right way. Like I said, Jules, just shut up, nobody's interested in what you have to say. But how can we trust this investigator? What the hell? How did they oh, shit. They're gonna get caught one by one. Their hiding spots. Stream's up. Oh, yeah. It says you were offered a release of Cassandra for info on thought. And you agreed. Especially given the fact what just happened to Harrison. Damn, yes, I got his offer. I reported Harrison. I had to. Oh my! Cassandra would not have been released otherwise. Oh my god. Everything's falling apart. This is amazing. And she's exits. Yeah, sure. Up. User quit. It's just the three of us now. Juliet, Initiate, and myself. I shall speak on behalf of Nina then. Could she have survived? It would make for a very interesting conversation. Perhaps the investigator didn't know any better, and we know Nina was guilty. It does not strengthen my trust around him, but the investigator arrested Harrison. I cannot trust such a person. Final verdict is, I'm a dead man. Not a single vote to trust the investigator. Sure, go for it. But if you still want to fulfill my plan, go on and give Delacroix hell. You will find something good. It's time to make up your mind. You can tear down the entire system, just complete my plan, please. I will turn Delacroix into a target person. I think I can easily activate access to her PC for you as well. Okay, so we will be looking at her. We will incriminate ourselves in the end. Because this does have to be stopped. When Abraham stopped his work for Rosen, he cloned all information he had and hid it in his office. The system is programmed to boot itself in just a couple of minutes. You'll have access to everything. You just have to find the UID of the device. I cannot tell you where, now that Orwell isn't tracking data chunks. I feel I understand. If you judge and incriminate me for what I've done, I think I understand. Unwanted guest. We already know it was thought. It's about time to undo them. So what do you want me to do? Them together as a group. All we need is a hint that Abraham Goldfels intended this group to carry out a terrorist attack. We could trace the attack back to a remote PC. Manually unlock this PC for you. Alright. So we can just upload everything again. Alright. I see. Right. Interesting. Very interesting. Just how cool can I make her profile? Or make? So I could incriminate myself, right? I imagine it would have to be done through Symes. No, that's just Amy Peters. But it won't gather information from a switched off PC. Goodbye, investigator. You might find yourself in a position where you are wishing you had listened to my warnings. Interesting. Whoa. Themba. Internship. Juliet. Bit too shy, I might be hiding something. I'm a dead man, aren't I? I think through what you are saying. Consider the chain of events that will set in motion. I will found a cell for this guerrilla war, then I will recruit members, call to arms, then we start acting. Even bombing possibly to kill. Wait, what? But let's see. This is about money. Oh, 12. Which is December, or? Winston. Oh my. I'm going after Winston. I want to know this guy. I've been doing research. What rumor? A friend of mine claims to know by the name of X2 Think. System enters test phase on April 13. Rings a bell. Holy crap indeed. Winston is the man on the inside, I guess. Need to visit him at Rosen. I need to know what he does. Mostly harmless, arrested. No idea. Real sweetie, angry, need to check her. As a kid, Michael, I don't think she's behind this. From a township. Your sister, Bali. I want to incriminate myself now, but can I? I think I might as well hang myself. I'm just gonna build the profile. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm gonna build that profile and I'm gonna make it difficult for her. Sorry, Catherine. You're fucked. This will be your problem. Might as well build the profile, right? And so there is dirt on her somewhere. Disable. DNB? Heh. Suspect was found alone at Orchard Drive, working on his laptop, which was connected to public Wi-Fi hotspot. Offered no arrests. Oh, right, Goldfells. Since we can now just throw in anything. Found a related document. Your personal account. NSEC security. I'm going to be the worst person, I'm sorry, but I don't give a damn anymore. Alright, so also honey doesn't immediately mean her husband or whatever. You blocked this user. So this is your number. Oh, wow. That's her son, I suppose. Joseph Langley, of course you would. Robert Blaine. I don't see her trash folder. Also, I haven't been everywhere yet, it seems. Wait, what? There's something more. Oh, here. Triflith is going to fuck us up if we don't calm the situation down. Heading there. You need to hold the ground. Alright, call me. The bond and bombings have been a real blessing. Ooh! It's yellow, so it should be a conflict with something. Yeah, if nothing goes wrong. Ho! Yeah. Achievement unlocked. Under the spreading chestnut tree and doublethink. Resigned after Orwell investigator finds incriminating evidence against her. Government cancels Orwell. Government announces immediate termination. Juliet connected to the press, we had an obligation to reveal this malicious project, thought to be rebuilt, continued to reveal revelations of power abuse. Investigator wanted for arrest. Investigator entangled with activist group thought wanted for immediate arrest. Whether their home country will comply to extradition request remains to be seen. Oh, I can look this up, yeah. Cool. Ed, and who else? It's quite a big web. Has insider information on Orwell. Sure, why not? It's a cool way to end it. Such is Orwell. I like this a lot. It's pretty amazing. We know who did the bombings. We know she wanted to push Orwell as much as she could. We really went after them for as far as we could go. It's a very definitive end. At this point, I just went after the system, basically. Though I do wonder now about playing it completely differently. For example, what if I'm very lenient towards them, and maybe even get Nina to survive, and then betray them? What would happen then? Or maybe I wouldn't be. Maybe if I make Catherine a target, and I've been on good terms with Thought, that I will be spared, but I'm not sure I would. It really depends on what information you have gathered. If you gather only the most essential things, then you won't even discuss Nina's son. You won't discuss him at all, or her weapon, or her home. Just use the fake address or no address. With Nina, you could say she was protected by Juliet, which means you're looking at it from a much brighter side. Initiate, if you let him hack, then, well, you just let him do his thing. With Joseph, you can ignore his previous wife, Barbara, for example. It's something that Cassandra didn't know, but, well, she also doesn't have to know. So you can look for the good in people and see how they respond then, which is something I'm going to try and do. I will be making a final 6th episode, which is the good guy trying to do the right thing, possibly, or the wrong thing. But it might be interesting to see how they will react. Because if they trust you, how does that change things? So I'll be making another episode looking at the good guy way to play it. I'll just skip to the ending on that one. And in due time, I'll also make a comparison with the book 1984 to see what are the parallels and differences. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, then I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye!